Alright guys, here we are again. Had 2 rest days, and so we finally get around to the first speed session of the plan. I'm going to be doing a pyramid session tonight, so it's 1 to 3 minutes with a jog recovery, and 3 to 1, and then cool down and come home. So it's in the dark, unfortunately. I've got my Adidas Takumi Sen 8, so my racing shoes on, so I can run really fast in the dark, which sounds perfectly safe. What could possibly go wrong? But yeah, I'll be as careful as I can and get it done. So as I put together that list of topics that I could discuss during these training run videos, one of the ones I wrote down was, how is my age affecting my training? So now I've got to answer that question. At the moment, reading that question back, it's like one of those situations where you're in a job interview and they ask you a question and you feel like you've got to say something vaguely intelligent in response, but you've actually got no idea what they're on about. It's like, okay, age and ultra training, well, that is definitely going to affect things in a way. Let's see what the rivers are doing. See the stones, it's not quite as full as it was, not quite as brown. Things are looking up. Spring is on the way. I can't really say how my age is affecting my training at this point. I only started running when I was almost 45. I'm 48 now, so I don't have earlier decades of training experiences to look back on and compare to. And being so new to running at this stage, I'm still making improvements, so it feels like everything's going well most of the time. Although things do generally seem to be going well with my training and fitness at the moment. One thing I have learned several times, takes a while to stick, is that injuries and overtraining can sneak up on you. You don't always notice the signs at first, or at least don't take them seriously. And sometimes it's hard to judge whether soreness or extra aches and pains are actually going to lead to a problem, or you'll just recover and you'll be fine. So yeah, you can never know 100% that you're doing the right thing by continuing with your training or deciding to rest, whether you really need to take extra rest from the plan. But you do get better with experience, so I'm hoping that I've got enough experience now to recognise some of the signs, at least the ones that I've already had in the past, mainly with my calves, possibly runner's knee if that flares up again. One sign I've just noticed tonight is I think the battery's running out on my head torch. I did charge it after that time I mentioned it, but yeah, it doesn't seem very bright at the moment, so hopefully that sees me through tonight's session. It's very easy to say that you're going to look out for the signs of a overuse injury or a niggle creeping up that might need some attention and a break from the plan, but you never want to break from the plan. You want to stick with it. You want to be optimistic and think, you know, these aches and pains are part of the training. If I'm working hard, I'm bound to feel something. I'm not going to feel fantastic all the time, so I can't just use every excuse to miss a run. So it's a fine balance between not overdoing it and not underdoing it. So in terms of my age now, I would say I'm a little bit wiser than I would have been had I been doing this training in my 20s, say, but probably a little bit more brittle. Now I do need to pay a bit more attention to the aches and pains, which are probably a bit more frequent than they would have been. But having said that, at this moment in time I'm feeling good, like I usually am in the early part of the training, and yeah, just have to do my best to look out for the signs and act on them correctly. Right, I'm almost at the top of the pyramid now. I've done the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes, just doing the 3 minute recovery from that top one. Then I'll turn around and head for home. I've realised I forgot to bring my water with me, but I did remember a spare GoPro battery. So every cloud, at least I can record myself dying of dehydration before I get back. Here we are then. All the hard efforts are done. I'm just on the 15-minute cooldown now. The head torch is giving out no useful amount of light now. I think people can see the light on my head, but it's not actually shining anything on the floor, so yeah, needs charging again. I was thinking of bringing my Phoenix torch out, which would have been much better than this. A lot brighter and the battery lasts a lot longer, but I've slightly been put off by the fact that when I was running on the paths one time, a guy said I was blinding him with my torch. He was like, "Oh, it's going in my eyes," and I didn't hear what he said, so I kind of looked over to him, making matters worse. I went, "Hey, all right there, mate," thinking he'd just said hello, and he's like, "Oh no, my eyes!" So I decided not to use that torch on the roads too often. Had a bit of trouble working out what pace to run at tonight as well. The plan just says a 7 to 8 out of 10 effort. I don't know if that means 70 to 80% of my maximum sprint speed, or 7 to 8 out of 10 of the fastest I could run that particular length of rep for. So a 1 minute would be faster than a 2 minute, would be faster than a 3 minute, and I'd have to be doing all these calculations on the fly. So I just went by how it felt, really, hoping that I was guessing correctly what a 7 to 8 out of 10 should feel like in each case. But I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a good session. Pretty much pitch black when the cars have gone. The headlights are helpful, but this is the view I've got at the moment, so just a gentle jog home. I'm walking up this steep hill during the cool down. Now the speed work started. This is where I have to pay extra attention to how the old body's recovering, how it feels after this bit of extra effort, and make sure I give it every chance to recover. It's got an easy run tomorrow, so that should help. There we go then, I'm back. First speed session done. Managed to navigate along the roads with barely any light, so I think I'll take the better head torch out next time, having made sure it's charged up first. So yeah, that was a pyramid session, 15-minute warm-up, and then a 1 minute effort, 7 to 8 out of 10 effort, 1 minute slow jog recovery, then 2 minutes, 2 minute recovery, 3 minute, 3 minute recovery, and then 3, 2, 1 again, and 15 minutes to cool down. Job done. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow when I've got 8k easy and some strength training, I think, on the Saturday. So that should be a nice way to start the weekend, and I'll speak to you then. If you do want to subscribe to my channel, it is free. Just press the button and watch the subscriber count go up by 1. Thanks again, guys. See ya.